Yo, what is up, everybody? And welcome to episode, I don't know, week 2, and we are already making a trade. We are trying to get Ben Jones from the Texans, and we sent the trade. Mike Cox had a lot of trade value. So what I was trying to do is pretty much get two fourth round picks instead of one third, so I could trade up in the draft because there's this one center that I also wanted, or a player that goes into like number 18 pick. So I was thinking if I had two fourth round picks and give them my first round pick, whatever team is going to be right there, you know, uh, I'll most likely get, unless this season just goes to a complete, dump. I just wanted a younger player like Ben Jones to back up the O line and maybe develop him into a potential starter because he can play other positions at center. But the thing is, with O linemen, if you want to trade for O lineman that can play any position, you probably want a center because usually other linemen can't play center. So we are playing the Broncos, and let me tell you off, this game was a complete fail. Not as the gameplay wise, but the recording wise. The whole game did not record, so it's only a couple clips until the PVR cut off. And let's just say I completely dominated. You'll be able to see the stats and whatnot, and even proof that I dominated. And right here we get our first touchdown, and you don't know how pissed off I was when I saw that this game did not record all the way. I was literally really pissed off because it was one of my best games, I thought, and I thought it was one of the better games the whole season. And it was pretty exciting for me. Our defense really stepped up, and Julio making a nice grab right there. I mean, it was a really good game, and my PVR said no, you're not allowed to have those. So hopefully, I haven't gone over the other gameplays, but hopefully they haven't messed up. I don't think they have. I'm actually positive that they haven't. But you see, I'm just showing defensive plays now because that was my planning really on this video, to show y'all defensive plays, because we just stopped them completely on defense. Like, we just completely shut them down when they tried to score or get a drive going. The high-powered Denver Broncos could get nothing, and you see they're forced to punt. And this might be like one of the last clips here. And Harry Douglas returned the kick. I'm pretty sure he doesn't do that much, and he just was a lineman, of course. And I'm pretty sure I get into field goal range right about here after this catch. And Tony Gonzalez was kind of open, but I brother hit Rodney White going down the sideline for 27 yards. It's going to end up to a field goal, and it's going to be the last clip of the game. I'm positive of that. And, that really made me mad. So, to make up for y'all, because, it's the second time I've done this. Not the second time, but, the last game of the preseason wasn't a full game. Even though I did upload, or I'm pretty sure, a regular season game after it. I'm going to upload another game, so these are stats from the game. You see Matt Ryan had an amazing game. 281 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. I'm not sure what his completion ratio was. I didn't show that, but it was pretty high. I mean, his QBR was pretty high. Let's hope I go back. So payment was 18 for 31, and so that was pretty not good at all. They had like no rushing yards, like none. 8 attempts for 0 yards. We completely shut them down. Receiving wise, they had a couple of receivers that had a couple yards, and other than that, they really didn't have anything. They didn't score on offense. They really just did. They scored one time on defense and had a field goal because Michael Turner did fumble. I'm going to show this. Who had the forced fumble? I think it was somebody had a forced fumble. I can't remember, but the linebacker. I think it was a linebacker. Yeah, Von Miller picked it up and returned it to the house. So forced fumbled. It was the top guy. So you saw the top guy. There you go. I'm just showing everything, and I think I go back to my stats. Yeah, I go back to mine. So now I'm gonna show y'all completion, hopefully, and so on. So yeah, all right, here we go. So I was 15 from 20, so I'm only miscompleted 5 passes, if that's a word. And then rushing yards, you see, we had an amazing game on the ground, 6.4 yards on average. Even Jaquez had a couple yards, 2 touchdowns. So this was a high-scoring game for us. On the other hand, for them, it was not. Even Harry Douglas got a rush, even though he only got 2 yards. And you see all these other things, receiving. Tony Gonzalez had a big game. Rodney White, Harry Douglas, Michael Turner. The only person that didn't really have a big game was Julio. Julio even had a touchdown. So that was pretty nice. And our defense stepped up. Hopefully, actually, this defensive stats. I'm pretty sure I do because I'm pretty sure in any recording that messes up, I try to go in depth, showing y'all what happened. So I'll show y'all every like stat. So you see Tyson Clable get 3 pancakes. So defense, Akeem Dent 7 tackles or solo tackles at least, and yeah, 7 just tackles for loss. You see he had a couple sacks. Um, you see Ray Edwards had 1 sack, interceptions. Um, Dante Robertson had an interception, and that was pretty much it. Defense was just really tackling behind the line, tackles for loss, and nobody allowed the Cats because we played zone the whole game. But I do end up playing man at the end of the season, so that's pretty much it for the stats. Um, I think Harry Douglas had a big punt return. That's why I had showed that. Um, Showed the stat because he had one that almost went to the house. But coming up here, it's gonna be a Twitter image that shows y'all that I actually did play a Hall of Fame. But y'all see, I won 41-10, and I am playing on all Madden, so don't even question me about that. I want to show this at the end of every game. If people are saying, "Oh, maybe you edited it," so I can show you at the end of the game too. I just didn't have it for this game, so I had to show the actual tweet. But at the end of games, it does the same thing. You can't edit it whatsoever. So I'll show that. So, but thank you guys for watching, and peace.